The 2018 NFL Draft gave us one of the most dominant quarterbacks in recent memory. But before he heard his name called, 6 other players went off the board. A few became stars, some became cautionary tales, and others, well, they're still trying to find their place. Let's rewind the clock and take a look at what really happened to the 6 players drafted before Josh Allen. Pick 1, Baker Mayfield, Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns made Baker Mayfield the number 1 overall pick, the first quarterback off the board. After years of searching for stability at quarterback, the Browns believed Baker was the answer. In his rookie season, he broke the rookie passing touchdown record and finally gave Cleveland fans hope. But inconsistency, injuries, and coaching changes derailed his progress. He had flashes of brilliance, including a playoff win over the Steelers in 2020, but things never fully clicked long-term. Since then, Mayfield bounced around a few teams before finding stability again as a starter, proving he's still a competitor. Even if he didn't become the franchise savior the Browns hoped for at number 1. Pick 2, Saquon Barkley, New York Giants. With the second pick, the Giants chose Saquon Barkley, a running back with rare explosiveness and vision. His rookie season was electric, over 2,000 total yards, highlight reel plays, and Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. But the years that followed were less kind. Barkley battled multiple injuries, including a torn ACL, and found himself running behind inconsistent offensive lines. Even through the setbacks, his talent was undeniable. When healthy, he remained one of the league's most dangerous weapons, showing flashes of that elite form. Barkley's career has been a mix of elite production and brutal injury luck, a reminder of how fragile a running back's peak can be. Pick 3, Sam Darnold, New York Jets. The Jets believe they found their franchise quarterback at number 3 with USC's Sam Darnold. Strong arm, mobility, and poise under pressure. He checked a lot of boxes. But from the start, he was thrown into chaos. A weak offensive line, lackluster weapons, and constant coaching changes made it nearly impossible for him to develop. Turnovers and inconsistency followed, and eventually the Jets moved on. Darnold got a second chance elsewhere, showing flashes of improvement and new systems. Though he never quite lived up to the expectations of a top 3 pick, he carved out a role as a capable starter or backup, depending on the team's needs. His story is one of untapped potential, and how much situation really matters for young quarterbacks. Pick 4, Denzel Ward, Cleveland Browns. With their second pick in the top 4, the Browns selected cornerback Denzel Ward out of Ohio State. Unlike most of the other picks at the top of this draft, Ward made an impact immediately. He earned a Pro Bowl nod as a rookie and quickly became a cornerstone of Cleveland's secondary. Known for his speed, tight coverage, and ball skills, Ward consistently lined up against the league's best receivers and held his own. While he's missed some games due to injury, when healthy, he's one of the best lockdown corners in football. In a draft full of uncertainty, Denzel Ward was one of the safest, smartest picks made. Pick 5, Bradley Chubb, Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos looked to beef up their pass rush at pick number 5, selecting Bradley Chubb, a dominant edge rusher out of NC State. Paired opposite of Von Miller, Chubb was expected to terrorize quarterbacks from day one. And at first, he did, recording 12 sacks as a rookie and showing all-pro potential. But injuries began to mount. A torn ACL and other lower body issues kept him off the field for long stretches. He was eventually traded and continued his career with a new team, where he showed signs of regaining form. When he's on the field, Chubb can still impact a game, but his career has been defined just as much by injury reports as it has by sack totals. Pick 6, Quenton Nelson, Indianapolis Colts. At number 6, the Colts went with Quenton Nelson, a dominant guard out of Notre Dame. This wasn't a flashy pick, it was a foundational one. Nelson immediately became one of the best offensive linemen in the league. Physical, nasty, technically sound, he changed the tone of the Colts offensive line from the day he arrived. He made multiple Pro Bowls and All-Pro teams and helped turn the Colts run game into a strength. While the spotlight rarely shines on interior linemen, Nelson was a home run, one of the safest and most successful picks of the entire draft. He's proof that sometimes the best draft decisions are the least glamorous. So, what happened to the players drafted before Josh Allen? Some lived up to the hype, some didn't, and others are still fighting to write their story. It's a reminder that the draft is never a sure thing. Talent matters, but so do coaching, health, team culture, and a bit of luck. 6 names came off the board before one of today's top quarterbacks, and that makes the 2018 draft one of the most fascinating classes in recent memory. If you enjoyed, subscribe and like, as it helps out a lot.